Hello and welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This reading today is about something that's in the shadows. So what is hidden? What is in your blind spot right now? The first pile we have Villa with shape-shifting. And as a shadow card, we have the Glanconer. The signs for this pile are Cancer, Virgo, Taurus, and Aries. The second pile we have Lady of Beasts with relationship. And your shadow card is the Singer of Intuition. The signs for this pile are Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, and Capricorn. For the third pile, we have Corn Woman with Nourishment. And your shadow card is Nellis the Alchemist. Interesting combinations. So the signs for this pile are Gemini, Libra, Pisces, and Scorpio. So I will give you a moment for you to choose your pile. I also wanted to ask you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and like and share the video if it resonated with you. And yeah, I will give you a moment and I will see you in your pile. Pile number one. So your cards were very clear to me once I saw them together. The combinations are very interesting. I think that the aspect of Villa that is enhanced here in this reading is the aspect of trickery, because Villa would have this aspect of punishment or trickery. The spirit of Villa is a shape-shifting spirit, so it can be presented in so many ways, and I feel like that shape-shifting aspect can be deceiving, and the Glanconer is a lot about that. Like, looks can be deceiving, like things can be deceiving, being deceived, being deluded. It can be self-delusion, or it can be that around you there's a lot of that energy of delusion, of illusion, of misrepresentation of reality, possibly misunderstanding. So very interesting. Okay, so what is pile number one's hidden message? What is in their blind spot right now? What they are not seeing that they need to see right now? What is in the shadows that needs to be illuminated and understood? Okay. The Sun of Life, Page of Bows, or Page of Wands, the Pole Star, the Star card, the Three of Wands with Fulfillment, Balance with Temperance, Page of Vessels with Otter. They're quite similar, right? The Stoat and the Otter, although they have completely different habitats. The otter is connected to the water, of course. It's very interesting, this kind of similarity, but at the same time difference. So It might be also speaking to us about this shape-shifting or illusion, distortion. Page of Arrows with Ren. So many pages. I have to think about this. This is a very specific energy here. Two of Arrows with Injustice. Okay. The Ancestor. This is the Hierophant. And Ace of Bows. Okay. I'm getting an extra here. The Wheel. With the Wheel of Fortune. So, what is in the shadows right now and what is hidden or in your blind spot is I'm not sure if it's someone in your vicinity that has a distortion of reality or if it is yourself. I think that there's someone here who is kind of intertwining with you. So possibly someone who has a relationship with you. You also have the same intertwined serpents or dragons here in the Three of Bows. I feel like there's an aspect. I feel like it's saying to you that you're still not seeing. You're still not seeing it. It's still hidden from you. And I think that Temperance and the Sun here, something was revealed to you. Something was expressed to you that might have made you think that things were clear, that things were honest and direct, that things were more evolved, were more were moving quicker. But I think that there's still a lot of things to know. There's still a lot of information that you need to get before you arrive at any conclusion. So I think that this is also, this is also a danger here, is that you arrive at some sort of conclusion before gathering all the evidence, let's say, before having all the data, all the information. Possibly because this has lasted for a long time. It's kind of a long process. But to me, this really feels like there's someone constantly moving the goalposts. There's kind of an immaturity here. There's a lot of pages. Just let me meditate for a while on this. Okay, so I got a lot of information. There's something about exploration here, because with all the pages, there's a lot of curiosity. There's a lot of trying to understand, trying to know, starting to know. And I think that you're starting to realize what you don't know about a certain situation, possibly. And there's also kind of an adjustment to what your intellectual curiosity, where is it taking you? I feel like your intellectual curiosity, your mind and the way you think about the world and about things and about the cosmos in general, about life, is guiding you towards God. There's this pull towards God that I think is, it's like starting something. They're starting something, like achieving a mastery of change. Shape-shifting, and the wheel here with the Hierophant or the ancestor, to me is telling me that you have to master this energy of shape-shifting, and it's like bending reality. It's as if you bend reality, you create new realities. But something here, the difference between, it's like the difference between a person who is completely delusional and the dreamer, the person who is a visionary, who can see something in their mind and then make it real. This is a completely different way of living, but at the same time, there are some things that are the same. So the way that these people might present themselves might be similar. And I think like you're mastering this. There's something here also about mastering this dark aspect of your personality and feeding it to a fire so that it can spark something, spark of life, the spark of creation, the spark of life, and create change, create this flow of change, or to allow you to fit into a change that comes, to master life, to cycles, and to master reality. So becoming the master of your own reality. That's so interesting. And I feel like this blind spot, this something that's in the shadows for you, is the fact that you are kind of treading through a dangerous path, exploring a dangerous path. It's not exactly pioneering, it's just exploring a dangerous path. It's also interesting here with this Three of Bows that it has a kind of a Two of Bows feeling to it. It has these two paths, but at the same time it can be just one path, and this man just stopped here. We're not sure if this is another path, like a crossroads or if it's just a continuing path. But it's as if you are now about to make a choice. And it can be a choice like between good and evil. And as you shapeshift, as you change your life to adapt to the change, you will be confronted with some realities that might be hard to see. To me, this is a very spiritual reading. It has to do with the nature of reality and how you understand the divine also. Wow. So there might be a significant relationship here that is triggering this, but at the same time, it's so deep, and it seems to me that the most important aspect of this is yourself and your own relationship with the universe, with life, with God, with spirit. It's a really powerful healing energy. Oh, I think that you are harnessing a specific healing energy. It might be a specific entity that you're now for the first time knowing. Interesting. It's like meeting a new dragon, like meeting a new entity, spiritual entity. I'm not sure if it's a spiritual guide. It can possibly it's a new spiritual guide that's coming to you. And this is also why there's this shape-shifting and this self-mastery that's very important, so that you are not in danger. Because I feel like you're not yet seeing the danger here. But I think you're about to make a connection. You're about to make that very primordial subconscious connection with another entity that you've never encountered before. Okay. So where does this come from? The Knight of Bows. I think that there was someone in your life that kind of opened this door for you. And also, the changes in the environment, the changes in the world are kind of are creating the perfect environment so that you can receive this new entity, this new energy, and this new information download. Okay, this one. The Forest Lovers. I really feel like this is a significant relationship that is sparking this connection. But this connection is about the divine, is about how you are discovering. This is so weird. What is coming to my mind is like discovering a new God. It's as if the great creator also learned something from its creation and is now changing his mind about what is happening and changing the whole game, let's say, changing the whole scenario and landscape, and you are getting that information. You are being warned, and you need to wake up to this. You need to respect this and allow it to inspire you. Although it might feel like it's dangerous because you're not sure if you are deluding yourself or if you are really engaged with it. Is it reality? Is it like a false memory? I feel like there's something kind of defying your reality. 9 of Arrows with dedication. I feel like this card to me, although the keyword is dedication, I also feel like devotion. So possibly if you devote yourself to this understanding and you devote yourself to this, like I open myself, I pray to this, for this path to be open. I ask for my spiritual guides to clear away the confusion, to give me the words and to give me the inspiration to describe this and to also make it something palpable and visible so that you can learn from it. Engaging with that reality in a pious, humble, almost religious, spiritual way, like prayer, meditation, prayer, communion. Yeah, I would say try to commune with this energy so that it speaks to you. The Green Man. I think that I was asking, like, if you need protection, is it dangerous? Like, because I feel like that's something that is also here, like there's a need for reassurance that this is not like a demonic entity or like an abyssal creature, you know. And no, I think you're protected. You just need to focus on that also and bring that protection, invoke that protection for yourself so that it starts slowly building your confidence while you are getting into the habit of communing with this new entity. Wow. Five of Bows with empowerment. This is the Five of Wands, and so the Five of Wands usually is a card that denotes conflict and strife, struggle with others, like competing, how do you say? Sorry, I'm missing the word. So people have their own interests in mind, and they're not really able to arrive at a balanced situation, harmonious. It's not fluid. It's something that, you know, everyone is fighting for their little piece. But in the case of this card, you see empowerment. So I feel like the purpose of all of this process is to give you the confidence, to give you more confidence, to increase your confidence in your own reality, and that it won't be manipulated and it won't be tampered with, as long as you have this devotion to God and you always keep that faith and hope. And always when you invoke this spirit of safety and stability and grounding, it will come to you immediately. It's like it's innate, it's very innate, but you need to speak it. I feel like the spoken word is very important here. So whenever you are praying, meditating, invoking, asking, you know, everyone has their moments of connection with spirit. So being aware of how you do that and how you speak to spirit, how you engage with your devotional practices and your mindful practices, your spiritual there's a word, the words are very important. I don't know why I keep kind of seeing words and then they go away, and seeing and they go away. I feel like this has to be written. You have to write things. You have to just let it come out like automatic writing, so that you arrive at like a cohesive storyline that can't be tampered with. And this is the way to be more confident about who you are, what you are meant to do here, your mission in life, and your connection to God. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 2. I think that your message is also very, very clear. Lady of Beasts with relationship and the Singer of Intuition. I think that you're getting messages, intuitive messages, possibly like psychic revelations. strokes of genius, even like inspiration, divine inspiration. And I think that you're not really giving it the importance and the relevance it has for you in your life. Because Lady of Beast is about the creation, the ability to create. It's like the cosmic creatrix. And all the animals in this image are pregnant. So it's like this dance of creation that is kind of trying to come to you, trying to establish itself in your life, and you are not paying attention to it. So, I'm also getting another message here that is that whatever you're doing and creating should be informed by a specific energy that you're not letting in, and that you should like respect or allow to be in your life. It's like allowing a relationship, allowing something to happen that connects you to something else or to someone else. I feel there's also this interdependence, with the female or feminine aspect of this creation power is also about the ability to understand the interconnectedness of everything, how every little creature is connected and dependent on another creature, and how we are all kind of leaning on to each other and supporting each other. It's like you're not seeing this. You're not allowing that intuitive information, that vision, a certain vision that's not really, it's not being allowed to be in your life. Okay. What else? Queen of Swords. Queen of Cups. Wow, two queens and a lot of feminine energy here. A lot. It can be women in your life or it can be your own energy. Wow, Five of Cups. Six of Pentacles with success. Five of Cups is, the keyword is disappointment. Six of Pentacles, the keyword is success. And 10 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. Ah, the High Priestess. There you go. The Singer of Intuition, the matrix of reality. You can see this net that the High Priestess is holding like a veil is also representing that matrix, that like the web of weird that you get in the Norse rune lore, the interconnectedness of everything. It's like you're not seeing it. You are not seeing it. The Emperor. Okay, so the World card, the Knight of Cups, and Nine of Swords. Okay. I feel like you need to express yourself so that you can get help, so that you can get some clarification on whatever's on your mind. I think that this process that I see here unraveling is something that is coming from, it's kind of inherited. I feel like you have to see the relationships between people evolve, and possibly you're feeling kind of stagnation there. It's like there's a stagnation in seeing the relationships develop. It's like being very good at being independent with the Emperor and the success here, but then not really seeing the connection. How people are all interconnected and how spirit manifests itself through the relationship of people. Generations also, like how things are expressed generation after generation, what triggers something to be created and another thing to be destroyed. How is this flow of life going to reward your efforts? You need to see something about your own ability to prophesize, your own ability to be your own oracle, so being more confident in your connection to your intuition is about seeing the connection of everything with everything else. Specifically people, how people are interdependent, how we're all interdependent. Because with the cruelty here, I think that there's a tendency to judge, to be cruel, harsh, painful. I feel like there's a disappointment with the energy of the cosmic creatrix. There's the distancing there. It's like things come to you and they come in a very rational, objective way. And what is in the shadows is there's an information that is about your own abilities to see the future, to be clairvoyant, clairaudient, like a medium. These talents are trying to come to you and you're judging. Or you have people around you who judge you harshly for this. And they don't want you to express this. There's a cruel energy around this. Intuitive. So it's like your intuition is being withheld. It's being suppressed or hurt. Six of Swords. It's like there's a distance here. There's this feeling of coldness and distance, like over analyzing things, being very analytical and cold and rational. But then you have the Queen of Cups with the intuition, deep spiritual and emotional knowledge that wants to embrace and that wants to hold and to be held. And then that truth is trying to emerge or has emerged, but at the same time it's kind of being denied or put in a place of like repressing it or dissociating from it. Like I don't want to give that intuition credit because it doesn't help my cause somehow. It doesn't help me. Eight of Cups. It possibly brings up some something painful that's hard to process. The Four of Pentacles. I feel like being ostracized by, ostracized for your beliefs. It's like being in a prison, surrounded by water, not really being protected at all. It's just being imprisoned. It's like a dream state or a nightmarish state. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie The Cell. Jennifer Lopez is the main actress, has the main role. It's such a beautiful, inspiring, aesthetic movie. So if you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Although it is not for the faint of heart, it's very disturbing because, well, I won't tell you the story at all. I will just say that the scenes are very surreal. They really engage with your subconscious. So if you're easily perturbed and you have nightmares when you see like strange movies, just be careful with this movie. It's really, really strong. At least for me, it's very profound, and it made me question so many things. And it's all done in a very aesthetic, beautiful manner. The wardrobe is insane. It's beautiful, beautiful. I don't know why, but this specific image reminded me of a scene from that movie. And it reminded me like about being stuck in a place where there's no connection to the outside. And it's like the gates are closed. You're protected, but at the same time you are stuck. You are surrounded by water and it's a castle. And although you have all the elements, you're very limited. And what's interesting also about this card is that you don't really understand if this is a deeper place or if it's on top of a hill. It's very surreal. The perspective is very strange. So it might be a plain, but also at the same time it looks like a mound because of the lines, the way the lines are drawn. It's almost like there's depth. So I don't know why, but this specific picture is evoking strong emotions to me. The Nine of Cups. Yeah. So I feel like this is something that you really want to do on your own, but at the same time, in a way that doesn't isolate you. So how will you, so the shadow is that you are doing things in a way that isolates you, that give you a lot of power. They concentrate that power in a specific place, but at the same time, they kind of imprison you. And they stop this flow and this connection with everything else. And so the challenge here is how to be strong on your own while also giving and receiving and having that flow. Because I think that you will discover on your own how to make that connection. But you have to, it's like you have to feel like you have achieved it on your own, but at the same time, be able to share it with the world, and proud enough and confident enough that you can share what you have done with the world. There's a need of communication here, of how you feel, So the Knight of Cups and the universe, the World card, is to me also being able to tell the world something. The Devil card. I also want to clarify this because I think that this still gives me the Seven of Cups. How you relate to people and the relationships that you choose in your life are going to kind of make or break this situation. And I think that you are kind of feeling like there's something in the background that needs to be understood and respected and needs to be considered. And I think you're kind of wanting to distance yourself from it. And the more power and energy you put into suppressing it, the worse it will be. So it's better to take the initiative, the spiritual and emotional initiative, even if it hurts other people, even if it hurts you, if it hurts you a little bit also. But if you face this with your heart open, you will end this cruelty. You will not be judged in a cruel way. So I think that this message here, what's happening for you right now and what's in the shadows, why is this message coming to you right now, is so that you understand that something is there that disconnects you from the relationship with people around you and with things that you love and with the world, with other creations, other possibilities and opportunities. Something's there that's blocking that connection. And the more you suppress it, the worse it gets. So you're getting help right now. It's like your intuition, and you have a lot of psychic powers and a lot of information and downloads that want to come to you. And you just really need to not judge and to allow the messages to come and to flow through you and to be given freely to others also if they need it, and also be available to receive. It makes you available to receive. It makes you available to see the opportunities that are just, they're waiting for you to be open enough, to be confident enough to get them. I really feel like what's happening here is like everything is so easy and natural. Everything is so comfortable and nice, and it feels so nice. Everything's so sweet here. So warm and fuzzy. You just need to allow this intuitive power to inundate your life, to come forth. Speak your truth. You need to speak your truth and your heart. You need to talk from the heart. You need to express yourself from the heart without the fear of being hurt. And that's the way that this shadow will be cleared. Beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye. Pile number 3. So your cards are Corn Woman with Nourishment and Nellis the Alchemist. So Corn Woman is about how you relate to nourishment. What gives you energy, nourishment, and how you relate to food, the kinds of food that you eat, and the kinds of rituals that you have designed for yourself around food. Your relationship to whatever comes from the earth and the animal kingdom. So, Nellis the Alchemist is about change, irrevocable change, a transformation that's deep, profound transformation, inner transformation. So, very interesting combination. Okay, so let's see what else do we have. What do you need to know about what's in the shadows for you in your blind spot? The Empress, Death card, Transformation, Knight of Cups. It's interesting with the food and nourishment and the Empress. The Empress is also related to that. The abundance, how you relate to the abundance of life. To food can be a source of abundance. Knight of Cups. Ace of Cups. The Emperor. And Ace of Wands. Okay. Nine of Wands. Queen of Swords. Four of Swords. Nine of Swords. A lot of swords here. Okay. Maybe one more. Nine of Cups. Okay. You know, this relationship with food and alchemy, to me, is telling me that possibly the body and health is something that is very important for you right now and that it should give more attention. So it might be a blind spot, or you might be focusing on food too much or on a certain aspect of food or of your routines with food. And this reading comes to you to warn you or to help you understand that there's something that you need to change. I really feel like there's a change here in the food, or in the food type of foods that you eat, or in the supply. There's a change that you need to adjust to. So for some of you, if you have a difficult relationship with food, I feel like you have to attend to that. There's a spiritual transformation that needs to happen so that you get a better relationship with your physical needs. There's an inner alchemy happening. So possibly for some of you, this will be useful. So there are a lot of different sciences and different spiritual paths that also study the body and the relationship with food. You have Ayurveda, you have yoga. There are a lot more. There are so many approaches to the body and diet and because food can be your medicine, right? Let food be thy medicine. I really feel like there's a very poignant, important message for you in that aspect. And I'm not a physician. I am not a medical doctor. So this is not medical advice. This is something, there's an inspiration that is coming for you about how you can harness the power of nourishment and food, what you put in your body. It can also be the thoughts and the relationships and also the information that you put in your body that is transforming you forever. And you need to be aware. Alchemy is also a process of understanding deeply, of tweaking things and trying to have a profound wisdom about what you're doing, a profound awareness about what you're doing. So I really think that you need to rethink how you relate to food, information, relationships, and everything that comes into your life, everything that's added in your life, in your body, in your soul, in your mind, spirit, in your emotional body. So everything that comes to you, being in a place of a profound connection to yourself and respect of your body, like a temple, treating your body like a temple. I'm feeling like there's a danger of overthinking. That's why I really enjoy practices like yoga and embodied practices that really connect you to your body, to the limitations of your body, to the feelings of your body. How do I feel warm? Do I feel numb? Do I feel cold? Do I feel dizzy? So there is a danger, of course, of being too much self-aware and of being kind of anxious. So I really think that there's a balance here. It's not, I don't feel like you're unconscious of what's happening. I feel like you have a pretty good idea, but maybe you have too many ideas. Maybe there are conflicting ideas. Maybe there needs to be more order. Maybe there needs to be a structure that you can follow so that you are motivated. Maybe you need a guide or someone to help you or a schedule. I feel like ultimately this information is coming because Spirit wants you to fulfill a dream. Maybe it's like a goal in your life, like to lose weight or to gain weight or to be physically fit, to be like a person who is more available for certain activities. Like your dream was to like climb a mountain or surf or do something that is physically challenging or spiritually challenging also, because you need to have a healthy body to go through certain spiritual disciplines. It's very important because people sometimes kind of disconnect, and this is a problem in the not everything that's not holistic, is that tendency to disconnect spirit from the body. And I feel like there needs to be more work in this connection so that you can achieve a spiritual transformation that is completely in tune and completely respectful of your bodily structure and of your bodily limitations. And we can transcend those limitations if you work with them. But if you're not acknowledging them, or if you have like some self-esteem issue or some kind of blockage that is disconnecting you from your physical body, it will hurt your spiritual process and your spiritual quest. So interesting, very practical, very down to earth reading at the same time that it's very spiritual also. The Tower. Maybe you had some sort of issue that kind of challenged you health-wise or in your so the way you see yourself. I really think that this is also about self-esteem, and maybe you had an illness or a discomfort or something that kind of stopped, not stopped, but kind of delayed a certain feeling. It delayed a certain embodied experience, like you were thinking that you were better, maybe doing better, or you were demanding too much. Possibly you were demanding too much of your own body. Some of you might be like eating things that are not healthy for you, or eating too much of something specific that is not good for you right now. It needs to change, and it needs to be understood. There needs to be knowledge there. The Fool, you need to start something new, like a new process, a new routine, I feel. Seven of Cups. Six of Wands. And finally, we have the Hermit and the Wheel. Yeah, I really feel like you have to consult someone that is going to give you like a schedule, something that you can follow, and you will overcome this very, very easily. And it will be very quick. You will get the information that you need very, very soon. And I also think that this reading is giving you the confidence that if you face this more practical day-to-day routine aspect, you will open opportunities for things that you really, really want, like with the Nine of Cups, like wish fulfillment. Like you really want to do some things, but there's this like annoying discomfort or something that you need to address so that you are healthy and ready for any challenge that life gives you, and confident, nourished, perfectly nourished, like all you have the proper nutrition, you have the proper elements, alchemical elements also, like emotions, thoughts, and it really creates opportunities for you. Nine of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is really, really nice. So it's a great outcome, fantastic outcome. Like if you give this more specific aspect of your life that is creating any sort of discomfort, especially if it's physical or related to food, related to like supplements, something nutrition, anything that's also related to physical activity, health, any sort of sport. So really doing the right thing in that field is going to make you very, very lucky. And if you are like an athlete and you're competing, I feel like this reading is really telling you to be very mindful of what you eat, because possibly there is the key for your performance to be greatly improved, and you are going to achieve your objectives. Like, you know, you're going to be shining bright, and you're going to be like set apart, like you are the only one who has achieved something very unique, and that makes you like a star, like number one, like achieving number one in something. It's very motivational. I really think that there's just this one very specific tweak that you have to do with your body or your health or nutrition that allows you to be victorious and to overcome any difficulty and even to surpass your expectations. So beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. If you also enjoyed it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I hope to see you again very soon. Bye.